Welcome to the Bearcat Sports Update with baseball coach Kermit Smith. I'm Ralph Patterson. And Coach, here's what I know about you. Okay. You got it done at Belmont Abbey. You built the program there, were really successful, won the Conference Carolinas tournament, won the regional tournament, went to the College World Series, and then Jeff May started knocking on your door, and now you're at Lander.
That's right.
First of all, before we get into how good the Peach Belt Conference is, what attracted you to Lander University?
Well, I think that's a little bit to do with it. You know, number one is the day in, day out grind of the Peach Belt. I think any time that you put as much time as we do into the daily endeavors of coaching college baseball, you want to play the best. And the conference was an attraction in itself. I knew a little bit about Lander before I came on campus, but I don't know that I really realized how attractive Greenwood is, you know, and how much Lander means to Greenwood and Greenwood means to Lander. And that was an attraction in itself. We've got a little family, you know. We got two little boys. We only had one little boy when we moved here, but it was important to have a family atmosphere to raise him in. And you know, we were very comfortable with that at Lander and Greenwood. And the administration, you know, I'd say that attracted me to Lander, but I didn't know how good it was going to be when I said yes, you know. And since then, it's just been it's been kind of a dream come true. I mean, just the support staff that we have and the administration, from the athletic director to the president to just the people that are involved in our daily endeavors. It's just really, it's inspiring, it's humbling.
Well, let's fast forward now to this season, your second season. Brutal schedule. Right. You've played ranked teams almost every game, 10 games at home, 10 on the road. Usually this time of year, most schools, honestly, because I know how it goes, you play almost every game at home and on the road if you absolutely have to. But right. Who made your schedule?
I did. You know, we talked a lot about it, Chris and I, just about how we were going to try and make this thing happen in a short period of time. And we needed to show the importance of the difficulty to just win a 9-inning baseball game. You know, that when you play a team, you know, in our conference on a week-in, week-out basis, if you play 8 great innings and have a bad ninth or a bad first and play the next 8 good, you're going to lose that game. And the importance and the magnitude and the urgency that you have to have on every play. And I felt like the only way to do that with a team that we brought 22 newcomers into, the only way to show that was just to do it, you know. So when we get up against those teams that we'll be competing against every weekend, we've done it before. We've done it before against good teams, and we did it for a month, and we haven't been perfect at it. And that's kind of the point, you know, is you want to. Nothing speaks like a win or a loss to the guys. So, you know, I'm not saying that I wanted to lose any of these games because I definitely didn't. But if you lose and you learn from it, then that's kind of a win.
We've talked about your brutal schedule, playing ranked teams in and out. You just sent one team home, not so happy. You beat the third-ranked team in the country 2 in a row, and then you got rained out the third. The hard schedule has paid off for you.
I mean, I don't know that you can judge a schedule on 2 games. I mean, we played well these last couple of games, and we came out with a win in 2 games against Pembroke, but. Yeah, I mean, it showed us that we can go into a game against a very good opponent. We can make a couple of mistakes, and if we persevere through those mistakes and, you know, somebody makes a pitch, somebody makes a play, then all of a sudden we're in a position to still be successful and come out with a win at the end of the game. So to a certain degree, yeah, I think our schedule did help put us in a position to win those 2 games. But did it work to the master plan? I mean, we can't judge it just on those 2. But it would have been really nice to get that third game in. You know, the rains kind of came in and put a halt to that. That was very frustrating. You kind of got them on the ropes a little bit, and you got them at your place. You know, you never want to lose a home game, especially in conference. So that was very frustrating. We would have liked to have gotten that one, but, you know, yeah. So to a certain degree, yeah, I think our schedule put us in a position to be successful this weekend, and hopefully it'll put us in a position to continue to be successful.
Well, and you have to bring it every day in the Peach Belt, and
right.
That half the league is ranked, or usually, and also something I learned last year in the regional rankings to go into the NCAA tournament. Yeah. You know, 2/3 of the region are Peach Belt teams.
That's right. You know, and when the schedule's set up like it is, and you don't necessarily maybe have an off day, you know, you don't have a team that you've just scheduled for a win. I mean, it's you get used to having to play that way. I hope.
Well, and let's talk about recruiting a little bit. You can't name names, but
Right.
you've had one full year to recruit. This
Sure.
is your second season.
Right.
The prospects of playing in the new complex. I know you're looking forward to that, but
Sure.
just how is recruiting in the Peach Belt Conference? Do you have to get older players, transfer players? Do you try and do it with 4-year players? What's your philosophy on that?
Hey, you got to get the right player. We just brought in 22 guys last year, and that was a lot of work. Chris was out on the road a lot, and there was a lot of time on the phone, a lot of time on visits, and everything else. This year won't be as big of a recruiting year. We're not bringing in 22 guys this year, but I think that there's an attraction. Anytime that you call up and tell somebody where you're from, and immediately there's an association with your conference and your university, it eases the phone call, and every phone call that we're making right now, people want to play in the Peach Belt. They do. That it's known not only across Division II as one of the best leagues in the country, but it's known throughout. And kids want to play in that. Kids do want to play against the best competition, and that's something that like I said, we've talked about my schedule for a while now. I think that's something that we pride ourselves in, and that's what people come to do. They expect the very best from us, and we want to get the best players that we can possibly get. So 4-year, 2-year transfers, we want to find the right player, and we me and Chris have been together now. This is our 7th year together, and I think we've kind of got a feel for, I kind of know what he likes on the mound, and he kind of knows what I like at the plate and athletically, and I think we complement each other well, and we're able to get the guys that fit into our system well. And if we can find the guy that fits into our system with the athleticism that I think that we can recruit to Lander, then I think we'll be okay.
Thanks, Coach. That's your Bearcat Sports Update. For Coach Kermit Smith, I'm Ralph Patterson. Our time's up. Thank you for yours. Goodbye, everybody.